Hey guys, Paul here. Being a frugal tech, I furnish my place mostly with stuff I find on the street. And while I pass by most junk, I could not pass up this find here. Look at this beautiful antique chair. Really, really nice lines. This is what impressed me, are these curves here in the wood. A really, really nice chair, kind of a gothic kind of design there. The cane seat is shot, and that's what I'm guessing why somebody chucked this. And there's just basically holes right down the edge of the seat. I'll have to fix this. You can see that better now. I'll have to screw that. I'm going to screw that back in place there. All right, I've removed the cane and I scrubbed with bleach. A thin layer of green mold was in the top and bottom underneath the cane. I've let that dry for several days, so we've got good intact wood. Have discovered a little rot here in these areas, but that shouldn't be too big of a deal. What I'm going to do to compensate is I'm going to screw in selective areas here to shore that up. So basically I'm going to glue, screw, and clamp. And I've got some of this Robert's tongue and groove adhesive. And to help that along, I'm just going to kind of pry the wood a little bit off there to let that glue soak into that crack. And I've marked guide holes. And I'll need 2 screws here. So far, so good. An old nail here is still sticking out, so that'll help support it. Just drill that home, hammer that home, clamp that up overnight, and let that glue dry real good. All right, the glue job went great, and I finished the chair with linseed oil, which has given it a really, really nice shine and glow to that wood. It's really brought that wood back to life. And as you can see, I've started to re-cane my seat, but not with cane, but with natural sisal rope. Now I got this in a 1/4 inch diameter, but it was a little too big for the holes. I didn't want to drill bigger holes, so I just separated the strands, and each strand is a 3 ply strand, so that seems to be working really well. What I'm doing here is called a basic weave, and you can see in each corner here there are 4 holes in the corner, and that's where you tie off your end. First of all, you put it through the hole that you want to go into initially, and then you tie off the knot on that corner hole right in there. Okay, and you can see I ended up tying off my knot right there as well. Now you got to make sure you have enough length before starting this, and I did come up a little short and I had to tie a knot on a knot there, but you can see how I'm going. It's really cool when you have the holes drilled in a chair like this, because you can just go through and save yourself all that cordage. You want to hold that always taut where you ended up. Now you see I'm coming back through the adjacent hole. What I'm doing is I'm alternating every other one. You can see this one went under, over, and then so this one's going to go under, alternating it every other one. Leave enough slack in all your lines coming out the back. Don't cut them immediately, because you're going to want slack to tie off your knots in the corners where you end up and where you begin. That's something that I learned. So keep your slack, and then after you've tied up all your knots, then do your trimming afterwards. But don't do it beforehand. The weave is nice and tight. Doing this second course here really pulled up on that first course, so I'm really happy with that. And it feels great. This is my first weaving project. It was a lot of fun learning how to do this. If you've done similar weaving projects using the plain weave or even more advanced weaves, please post your comments below with any links to projects you might be working on. And thanks for watching.